2019, his gang targeted victims who themselves were alleged drug traffickers in North Dakota, Minnesota, and elsewhere.
3 other alleged co-conspirators have been indicted and they're awaiting trial. They're suspected of home invasions or arranged meetings where they would rob the people of their drugs, and then sell the stuff themselves. It was a test drive gone way wrong, and now a car owner has a damaged vehicle instead of that cash in hand that he was hoping for. Police say 23-year-old Alexander Holbrook of Great Falls, Montana, stole a car that he was test driving from a private party, then tried getting away from police going more than 100 miles an hour on I-94. This all started out near Valley City last night. Troopers spotted this blue car and tried pulling the driver over before stopping that chase.
The car was again spotted near Tower City, and then again, police hit their lights and sirens and deployed stop sticks. They say the driver kept going about 100 miles an hour on 3 flat tires before finally stopping just west of Castleton. Holbrook is in the Cass County Jail in Fargo for reckless endangerment, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, fleeing, and driving under revocation. Hurricane Laura left behind a trail of destruction after unleashing its fury on Louisiana and parts of Texas. Siding and lumber ripped from homes litters the ground, while other debris floats in flooded waterside areas.
Power poles and lines wilted after hurricane-force winds battered the area. Even entire rooftops are now on the ground, and people are expected to find more trouble as they venture out to start their cleanup today. In our neck of the woods, not severe weather, but folks are waking up to some rain. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yeah, gloomy start to our Friday, and we've got some improving weather ahead of us today. We'll just have to wait a little bit for it. And checking in on Laura, it's now a tropical depression, and we are looking at max sustained winds at 30 miles per hour, so a far cry from what we were dealing with this time yesterday morning in the south. And it's moving to the northeast at 13 miles per hour, currently centered over northeastern Arkansas, and it's going to take a hard right and move eastward once a system that's moving through the Midwest picks it up and kind of steers it in that direction. And the eastern part of the U.S. is really going to get some heavy rains and thunderstorms associated with that over the next couple of days. Here in the valley, we do have some showers impacting us. And so that bus stop forecast, I know we have some kids at back to school already, and they're going to need that umbrella out at the bus stop this morning. We're looking at some scattered rain. Most of us avoiding the thunder right now. There's one spot I'll get to here in a moment to talk about where we don't want to be waiting outside in the rain. Heading home from school, there may still be a few lingering areas of rain and thunderstorms as a cold front's moving through, but gradually throughout the afternoon and into the early evening will clear things out. So it's going to get better and better, and we're going to see more sunshine. Temperatures into the mid-70s for the Fargo-Moorhead area. Some of us stuck in the 60s for highs today. So I mentioned that one thunderstorm, and that's up in Cavalier, Bathgate, up toward the Nittany area, heading toward Pembina right now. Elsewhere, we've got just some straight-up rain showers in parts of the Northern Valley. You can see that they're scattered to isolated, so it's not impacting everyone. Southern Valley, Fargo still has some sprinkles and light rain in the vicinity, with the main area of rain that's been impacting us in the Southern Valley moving on now. That's going to continue clearing. That doesn't mean, again, that we're done. We'll see some breaks in the activity, maybe even some sunshine, but overall it will remain unsettled into the early afternoon. Temperatures into the 60s right now at 67 degrees in Fargo and Grand Forks. That wind going to pick up with that cold front moving through. We're looking at some gusts out of the northwest, getting into the 20s to 30 this afternoon. Here's a look at your weekend planner. Good day to be out at the pool on Saturday. We're looking at some great weather, mostly sunny skies and warmer temperatures than today. And then heading into Sunday, well, we're looking at a chance for more rain and thunder in the afternoon and evening. Leading up to that, it's still looking pretty good.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lisa. It was a relatively quiet night in Minneapolis, which was under curfew overnight to stop a surge in violence in the downtown area. The unrest started Wednesday night after rumors of a police shooting started circulating on social media.
Police say officers were approaching a homicide suspect on Nicollet Mall when he pulled out a gun and shot himself. After social media posts indicated that police had shot the man, hundreds poured into the downtown area, and some started looting stores and starting fires. There are people in West Fargo who are not very happy with the city's newest entertainment venue. Valley News Live just obtained pages worth of written complaints to the city.
They show the growing frustrations that many people are having with the lights off of Cheyenne Street. The majority of the complaints have to do with the noise from concerts held there. One family indicated that they're moving to get away from those noisy concerts. And ESU now has 27 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. 25 of those are students, 2 are employees. The state university system says 38 students are now quarantined in university housing.
The university is sponsoring another testing event today. It runs from 8 to 4:30 at Rowe Farm in South Fargo. Testing is free. Drive-up or walk-up lanes will be available. There's an outpouring of love and support for a Perham, Minnesota man who's fighting for his life in the ICU after crashing his bicycle this weekend. Mark Olson was riding with a group on a country road when he hit a pothole and crashed. When he didn't get back up, he was taken to a local hospital and later flown to Sanford and Fargo for surgery.
Although he was wearing a helmet, the crash caused a great deal of damage. Doctors had to remove a part of his skull to relieve pressure and bleeding on his brain. Yesterday afternoon, we learned that he was being taken off of life support.
You know, they're people of faith, so one of the things they said, the family is gathered to celebrate him as he moves to the next adventure of his life.
If you'd like to help the family, we have links on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can also find them on our VNL News app.
One person is hurt after a crash between a car and a motorized scooter in West Fargo. It happened just after 9 last night near the McDonald's in the 500 block of Main Avenue East.
Crews on the scene say it looked like a car had turned off Main Avenue and hit a person on the scooter. The driver of the scooter was taken to the hospital, but there's no word yet on the extent of the injuries. One person is dead and another injured in an explosion that destroyed a home in southwestern Minnesota. It happened last night near Marshall. Sheriff's officials say a man died and a woman was taken to a hospital. People reported feeling the blast at least 2 miles away. The cause is under investigation.
2 people are dead after being shot at in a park in Rapid City, South Dakota. Now, police say the victims each died of multiple gunshots. Evidence found leads police to believe that the shooting was drug-related. The North Dakota Supreme Court has sided with a family in a case involving mineral rights on land taken for the construction of a dam that created Lake Sakakawea.
In a unanimous ruling yesterday, the High Court upheld a lower court ruling that concluded the William Wilkinson family and not the state own the oil and gas mineral rights under a portion of the Missouri River Reservoir. The family attorney calls this a landmark decision that will impact mineral rights owners along the river. A march for equality and systemic reform is set for tomorrow in Fargo. The group One Fargo says the march will start at 10 in the morning at the gazebo in Island Park. It's a march for Jacob Blake.
He's the man that's shot by police in the back when he ignored their orders to stop. That shooting has since led to nights of violent riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The Facebook page for the march in Fargo does not have any other information at this time. The city of East Grand Forks and its Civic Center has been named a top 4 finalist for Kraft Hockeyville USA 2020. And if they win, they get a pretty good reward that can be used for some necessary things up there.
The Valley Today's Brian Sherrod joins us live with how your votes can make a difference. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Jordan and Lisa. You're right, the grand prize is a big one, $150,000. And all viewers have to do is vote. And so, of course, I'm here with Ellie to let us know more about what we can expect, of course, with voting. Thank you for being here with me this morning. You know, $150,000 is a lot of money. I guess, what would it mean to you guys to be able to win this?
Upgrades for the rinks, bigger locker rooms. The rink is a second home for me. Do my homework, I take naps, eat supper there. I guess it would just be a bigger upgrade.
Okay. So for the voters that can come out, all they have to do is vote. I guess talk about how important it is for every single person to vote if they can.
It would just be a small town like us, the country, it's honored to be to have that kind of opportunity to get an upgrade.
Okay. So how does it feel to be a top 4 finalist?
Just like I said, a small town like us, 9,000 people. It's a big honor to have it when there's bigger countries or bigger towns.
So of course the chances are with the arena upgrades, you get a chance to, of course, have the people come in and get a chance to see you guys do your thing. I mean, what does it feel like to have that kind of crowd out there as well?
Just a lot of supporters when you're on the ice. It's nice to hear your name getting called out, people cheering for you. It's really nice to hear each side.
Okay. So with the chance of winning, I guess how excited would you be if it all happens?
I'd be really excited. Bigger upgrades, bigger locker rooms probably.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, and of course, thank you, Ellie, for being here with me this morning. Of course, we'll have more information on our VNL News app on how you can vote and get yourselves involved as well.
And that website to vote is crafthockeyville.com at the bottom of your screen right now. So yeah, go on ahead and help out the people of the Northern Valley. I mean, they're known for producing a lot of hockey stars up there.
For sure. That's where we breed hockey stars, and we watch play for UND and then NHL. So good stuff.
The Olympics. All right, Brian, thank you.
A lot of people spotted the trouble on their sidewalks and driveways, and now we know that all of those dead butterflies that you saw were killed by mosquito spraying in the FM Metro.
Vector Control Director Ben Prather says his crew was out spraying Wednesday night and that people found dead monarchs all over the next morning. Officials say they're trying to keep the West Nile virus out of the metro as more cases pop up in surrounding cities. Another mosquito spray may be scheduled in the future depending on the current data.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: they're in almost every home now, but they first appeared in 1865.
Here's the answer to that. A few people guessed it. It's ceiling fans. And just for context, 1865 seems like a long time ago. The Civil War ended in 1865.
You did a little bit of a reading and history lesson
in
for
the
you. That's
break
right.
on that one. I did. Well, I was looking at it and I was like, that year sounds very familiar to me. It should be something. But anyway, thank you for joining us here on the Valley today. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but we roll on. We have more on the Fargo CW.